Hi guys, Keegan here with Champion Helmets, and today we'll be putting the Pista GP RR head-to-head on the road with the Arai RX-7V. Before we get started, if you want to see our dedicated review for either one of these helmets, you can find them both on our YouTube channel and our dedicated review playlist. So before we get started, I'll quickly go over the general features of the Pista GP RR. It comes in 4 shell sizes, and that shell is made from 100% carbon fiber and comes in at a weight of around 1,450 grams. For ventilation, we have chin scoops, which can be opened and closed using a slider on the inside of the helmet under the chin, and the top 3 vents can be closed using the included stoppers. The Pista GP RR features a high-quality visor with a wide range of view, and that visor is pinlock and tear-off prepared, and that pinlock is included in the box. The liner can be adjusted to create a custom fit, and it is of course removable, washable, and antibacterial. The GP RR comes in at a recommended retail price of €1,250 or around $1,400 US. On the bike now, you can see the monitors we'll be using to collect our data. On the left, there's a white monitor tracking the internal temperature of the helmet, with the sensor located inside the helmet at the top of our rider's head. In the middle on the top, we have a decibel meter with that sensor located between our rider's head and the lining. On the right, you can see the wind speed, and in the middle on the dashboard, you can see the speed of travel in kilometers per hour, as well as the outside temperature. Our rider found the Pista GP RR to be very comfortable and found that the visor offered a very wide range of view. He also noted that it was aerodynamically stable, but he is of course not traveling at the high speeds you'll see out on the track. He also noted that it ventilates very well, but that the vents are optimally designed for a tucked racing position and do not vent quite as well outside of that position. Data for the helmet was collected while traveling at an average speed of 130 km per hour down long stretches of highway. The wind speed was fluctuating between 115 and 120 km per hour, and the outside temperature was a little cooler at 20 degrees Celsius. The internal temperature of the Pista GP RR was around 21 degrees Celsius, 1 degree hotter than the outside temperature, though it is important to note that the ventilation is designed for an extremely tucked racing position. As for noise isolation, the helmet was rather loud, measuring around 107 decibels of noise inside the helmet. However, racing helmets are not built with noise isolation in mind, with it being expected that racers will wear earplugs. Knowing this, our rider wore the earplugs provided with the helmet and had no issues with the noise. Moving on to the Arai RX-7V, I'll once again quickly take you through the general features of this helmet. It comes in 3 different shell sizes, and that shell is made from composite fiberglass, and the helmet also features Arai's peripheral belt, a strengthened section of shell above the eyes that allows Arai to reduce the EPS and provide a better field of view. A medium of the helmet weighs in at around 1,650 grams, meaning it isn't quite as light as most other racing helmets. It does make up for this with its safety features, focusing on ensuring the helmet glances off of impacts and making sure anything that sticks off of the helmet breaks away in the event of an impact. The visor has a good field of vision, and it does come pinlock prepared with that pinlock included in the box. The visor also creates a tight seal and locks into the shell. For ventilation, we have an adjustable chin vent, 2 adjustable vents on the visor, and 3 vents on top which can be opened and closed. Exhaust points on the side of the helmet ensure the hot air moves outside the helmet. Lastly, the lining is removable, washable, and antibacterial. Our rider enjoyed his time with the RX-7V, and he found the helmet to be comfortable and that it ventilated well. He feels the aerodynamics are slightly worse compared to the GP RR and other top racing helmets, but still feels that the aerodynamics will perform well out on the track. Data for the RX-7V was once again collected while traveling at an average speed of 130 km per hour down the same stretches of highway. The wind speed fluctuated between 110 and 120 km per hour, and the outside temperature was around 20 degrees Celsius. The internal temperature of the RX-7V was equal to the temperature outside at 20 degrees Celsius, showing that all those vents do a great job keeping the helmet cool. As for noise isolation, we measured an average of 104 decibels of noise inside the helmet, though our rider did once again wear earplugs and had no issues with the noise. Having seen how both helmets perform out on the road, we're able to compare the data we collected side by side. For ventilation, the RX-7V slightly outperforms the GP RR by equaling the outside temperature, while the GP RR is 1 degree hotter. We do expect the ventilation of both helmets to perform better out on the track. As for noise isolation, the RX-7V is 3 decibels quieter than the GP RR, measuring 104 decibels compared to 107 for the GP RR, though, as we mentioned, noise isolation is not a primary concern of racing helmets, and as such will not take noise isolation into consideration for our final rating. Now, we will look at how we rate each helmet side by side. For material, the GP RR earns 5 stars thanks to its carbon shell and 4 shell sizes, while the RX-7V earns 4 stars due to its fiberglass shell. The GP RR once again performs better in the weight category, earning 4.5 stars compared to only 3 for the RX-7V, which is rather heavy for a racing helmet. Both helmets receive 5 stars for their top quality visors, but the GP RR performs slightly better in the aerodynamics category, earning a full 5 stars compared to 4.5 for the RX-7V, with our riders noticing a slight difference between the two. The RX-7V finally gets the better of the GP RR for its ventilation, equaling the outside temperature and earning 4.5 stars compared to 4 for the GP RR, which was 1 degree hotter than the outside temperature. However, the GP RR is judged to be more comfortable by our rider thanks to its top lining, earning 4.5 stars compared to 4 for the RX-7V. The GP RR is the more expensive of the two helmets, with each star earned across the 6 categories costing 45 euros, while each star earned by the RX-7V only costs 34 euros. However, for the extra cost, you are getting an all-around better helmet in the Pista GP RR, as we give it a total rating of 5 stars out of 5, while the RX-7V earns 4 stars out of 5. Remember, if you are interested in purchasing either one of these helmets, you can find them both on our website at championhelmets.com, where you can view each helmet's product page and check out the product bundles in order to get a free visor or a discount on a communication system. And keep in mind that if you find the helmet cheaper somewhere else, you just need to contact us and we'll match their price or even beat it. So we've taken a look at the data and we've seen how these two helmets compare out on the road. Now it's time for you to give us some feedback and let us know what you think of each of these helmets down in the comments. And if you like this video, please subscribe to our channel for more content. Once again, my name's Keegan with Champion Helmets, and I hope to see you again soon.